guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to see how I achieve this chocolate brown, smoky, glowy skin look, then just keep on watching. Let's begin, shall we? So I'm going to take the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched face base, just as my moisturizer, and pop that everywhere. The more hydrated your skin, the better the makeup looks. Foundation just sits a lot more smooth. So I'm just going to take the Mercier foundation primer, and this one is the Radiance one. This gives such a beautiful glow. Oh, I love it so much. I'm going to take Nars Sheer Glow foundation and dot this all over my skin. The look I want to go for is sort of a chocolatey brown smoky eye. So I want to get that full coverage. I'm taking a very generous amount. Blend that in with my beauty blender. Make sure your double chin is covered in makeup as well. I am just going to add a bit more because I want a full coverage. You could definitely leave it at that, you don't need to put more on. For the under eye, it's going to take the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector, and just focusing that on the inner part of the under eye. Because God, they are dark today. Just run whatever's left on top of my eyelids. I'm going to take the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard, and I use this shade for any pimples that I have, or blemishes, I should rather say, nicer word for it. And blending that in again. Just for under my eyes, I'm going to take the same concealer but in the shade Vanilla, and this is going to help brighten up that area. And I'm applying a generous amount. Again, want that full coverage. I was inspired by Jamie Genevieve. She had a look on a Coachella vlog where she had a deep brown, like smoky eye, and then a really, really nude lip. So I'm going to try and achieve that. Obviously not because she is just so good, but we'll get there. We'll try. Just to be extra, I'm going to add the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. This stuff is just so brightening, but I'm just going to put a tiny bit. It's just a fraction light than the Nars one, and it's going to help really brighten that up. I'm going to put a tiny bit of the Vanilla just on my forehead and down my nose. Just going to ever so slightly bake under my eyes using the Mercier translucent powder. Just on the centre part of my face as well. I'm going to leave the outside bare because I want to use cream products and don't want to mix powder and cream. Otherwise it gets all muddy and smudges everywhere. Taking my beloved Becca cream highlighter in Moonstone, and I'm going to pat that on top of my cheeks. Very generous amount. Want this look to be glowy because we're going to have a matte brown eyeshadow. I want to make sure the skin is really dewy. My dog just came to say hi. What are you doing, puppy? You okay? He's been really sick the past few days. I'm not sure what's wrong with him. I think he ate something weird. So it's been like really cuddly because he wants comfort while he doesn't feel well. It's so cute, but it just breaks my heart because I don't know how to help. You'd think, like, I've caught him 3 times eating like a big lizard in our backyard. Not like a little gecko, like a lizard. Like those, I don't know, we get them everywhere in Australia, you see them everywhere. They're like greeny brown. And I've never seen him kill one. I don't know if he kills it or if they're already dead, but he'll eat them and then like vomit them up. I know it sounds disgusting, but I'll come home and find like a dead lizard in some like shape or form that he's left it in, and he doesn't get sick from it. I don't understand how he doesn't get sick. He can eat anything, but now he's taken it too far and he's eaten something that's just not great with him. To set the glow, I'm going to take the Lou-maniser eyeliner and just dust a bit more over the top. Oh, I'm loving this combo. to my eyelids, yuck. That. And taking that down the bridge of my nose. Just going to quickly set my eyelid with the Mercier powder. I forgot to do that. That's going to help our eyeshadow blend. For bronzer, I'm going to take the Chanel cream bronzer, and I'm going to be using the Real Techniques tapered contour brush, my fave. And I'm just going to focus that on the outer perimeter of my face. Ooh, my neighbour's gardening and he can see me. Oh well, this is awkward. Bronzer just fixes everything. And I'm just going to be patting that. I don't want to be swiping, otherwise it's going to disturb the foundation underneath. Just want to take the Nars Laguna bronzer on the Real Techniques sponge brush and just lightly dust that over. Mainly just to set it down. We don't want to add too much more colour because I'm bronzy enough. Just to set the rest of my face, I'm going to take the MAC Mineralise Skin Finish powder. I use the shade Medium. I'm just going to lightly dust that all over. To contour my nose, I'm going to take the Hoola bronzer and this little Zoeva Luxe Petite crease brush. And just want the tiniest amount, don't want to go too heavy. And how I like to do it, I like to follow where I've highlighted. You can see like a straight line just where I've put the concealer. I tilt my hand up, look down, and just lightly trace. For blush, I want something a bit pink because I'm going to have brown smoky eyes, so I want to bring a bit of colour to my face. This is the Nars Dual Intensity Blush in Liberation. I believe this was a limited edition, unfortunately, because it's my favourite blush ever. I usually just use this light pink one. Just add some nice light flush of pink. Now for the eyes. This is going to be the star of the show, the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar. For my transition shade, I'm going to take the shade Mousse, which is the lightest brown, and just taking that on the Becca fluffy blending brush, and take that all through the crease. This is just going to be a light transition. What? You hate when they shed? I'm just taking the eyeshadow out a little bit on the edges here. So I think my camera just stopped filming and all I did was use a MAC 217 brush and blended a bit of peanut butter from the same palette into my crease just to deepen that up some more. And then I've taken the same blending brush that we used for the first transition shade just to blend the two together, make sure it's really diffused. I'm just going to take peanut butter again and just go in for a second layer. Okay, when you're home alone you can hear like weird noises and you think someone's in and your heart just like drops. The bathroom keeps creaking, it's freaking me out. Because I really want to pack on the chocolate brown shade, I'm going to take this Zoeva Luxe Smoky Shader brush. And it's really dense and flat, and I'm going to pat the colour on. I'm going to take the shade Truffle, which is the deep brown here, taking a generous amount, and I'm going to pack that colour on. And just want to focus this on the lid. Don't want to take it too far up. And take it all the way in as well. And I'm just going to place the colour down for now and then we'll blend it out. Praying to the high heavens that this does not have fallout, because then I'll probably cry. You can see it's a tiny bit patchy, so I'm just going to build up the colour where it needs it. Taking the same MAC 217 brush and just going to blend the edges. Just using a really light hand. Taking a tiny bit of mousse, the first transition shade, and just running that through again. I want to bring back some of that warmth and take peanut butter on the Zoeva Luxe Eye Blender. And just with that through the crease again. Colours can sometimes get lost when you blend. If it ever gets a bit too messy around the edges, I just like to take the beauty blender that I use for my concealer and just very lightly clean up. Alright, I'm just going to pause, do my eyebrows because I'm feeling just out of place at the moment, and then I'll see you in a minute. In the back. So all I did was use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in medium brown, and then I just put the clear brow gel through them as well. I was going to put on some eyeliner, but I don't really think I need it. It's dark enough. I do want to use the MAC NC15 for my waterline though, just to open up my eyes because I don't want them to be too closed for this look. So I'm just going to take this and pop that in my waterline. I want to clean up under my eyes a tiny bit with the Bare Minerals concealer, the powder concealer, and this one is Well Rested. Oh, I love my eye. Oh. Good. Even out the eye look, I'm going to start with my lower lash line now, and going to be using the exact same colours, starting with the shade Mousse, which is the light brown transition shade. Right under. I'm going to take the Models Prefer flat top brush and take peanut butter. Just add that along the lash line. I have so much powder in my eyes right now. Ugh. I'm going to take my Mercier Lou-maniser highlighter and also this Charlotte Tilbury brush. This one's called the Eye Smudger. Perfect for the inner corner. And just popping that straight in there. Beautiful, beautiful. Curling my eyelashes with the MAC eyelash color. Just going to spritz my face with Matte Fix Plus before we put on new mascara. I'm going to take the Lancome Virtuose mascara and just coat the crap out of my lashes. Well, don't mind my squeaky chair. I'm also going to pop a tiny bit of the False Lashes Extreme Black Mascara from MAC. Whoa, they are so voluminous. It's got grungy real quick. Now moving on to the lips, I'm going to take the MAC Etc. Pro Longwear Lip Pencil and just trace my lips and try not to talk. For lipstick, I'm going to go back in time and take Cream Sheen Creme de Nude, which is the nudist lipstick I own, and it is just battered. And pop that on. Wow, this is thick. Oh, my neighbour's having a feast. Yum. I come. And lastly, going to pop on some bottom lash mascara. Just taking them on by MAC. Alright guys, this is the finished look. It turned out to be a lot more grungy than I was sort of anticipating, but I'm digging it. I like it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed and that you learned something new. I'm loving that palette at the moment. It's so diverse, so definitely recommend if you haven't got it already. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I shall see you in my next one. Bye!